It seems like everyone's got ADHD these days, but what that's really communicating is that there's a lack of focus and there's a lack of focused attention in people. And it's very common, I find, in men. I mean, I'm sure it's as common in women, but I just hear about it from a lot of men. Now, if you are procrastinating, if you're avoiding stepping out into the world, if you're not stepping into your fears, if you're not feeling courageous when you visualize your future, then it's quite possible that your energy is going into distractions and things that are in the way of you having that future for yourself. And what that means is that your energy that could be going into creating your future is going into stopping it. This is a really, really important thing to notice if you are procrastinating and avoiding creating that future for yourself that you know you can live. You know it's there deep down. You've had it in your imagination for potentially years, but you're not taking steps towards it. That vision that you have might not be a whole life vision. It could just be doing things that you're not currently doing because of fear, but you're still not doing it. If you were to put your energy on already having it for long enough, you would manifest it. Don't take my word for it. Take the word of every manifestation and spiritual teacher since time began. They all say the same thing. So in order for you to start seeing results in this world, you have to find it within first and maintain that feeling sense of already having it until you start seeing things change in the world around you that take you towards that goal that you're putting your energy into. Now, it's not always as simple as just waiting for these things to happen. One thing you've got to understand is that when things happen, it's a result of things that you've done. If you walked out your street and you were going to take a right and instead you've intuitively felt a nudge to take a left, and then you met someone who offered you a business deal, or you bumped into a beautiful woman and you ended up getting married, you could say that the intuitive nudge to take a left was coming from the fact that you were feeling the energy of already having those things, either the business deal or the wife, has pointed you in that direction, and it seems like it's just come towards you, but really intuitively you're taking certain actions in the world that lead you to the things that are going to match how you're feeling on the inside to how you're feeling on the inside, to how things are on the outside. And this works for people who spend a lot of time being afraid or in the heavier emotions, is that their intuitive nudges and the things that they end up doing in life are taking them towards things that reaffirm the heavier emotions. And this is just how powerful we are. If you don't believe that manifestation's real, that's totally okay, but there's not really much point carrying on with this video, because I've personally spent so long learning about and applying it to my life to know that it's real, that I guess my videos are for people who really already know that, or who are inquisitive about it and want to try it out for themselves. And even if you think manifestation is not real, I really believe this bit of information you can apply. Is that your attention is so powerful that you are creating, not going after your goals and not going after your dreams, because that's where your energy is going into. If you spent half the amount of time putting your energy into the feeling state of already having whatever it is you want, then you're going to start creating it pretty much in a much quicker way, then what you're currently doing is pitting your energy into not having it. So you're focusing on not. You're focusing on what you have currently, which is not the thing that you want, that also is maybe the fear and the uncomfortable emotions, the survival emotions, maybe the anxiety or the depression, and you're wanting that to go away, and you put your energy into it. And where attention goes, energy flows. So energy follows attention, and you put all your attention into what you don't want. I get caught up in this trap myself. I need reminding of this. Everyone does. All the manifestation teachers on YouTube, we're all the same. We all need coaches to remind us of where to put our attention. But it's it's really interesting. So take a look at your life and how much attention. So if you think about attention as, so the quality of your intention, I mean, your attention is of a very high quality because you're able to manifest everything you currently have in your life, including the things you don't want, because of what you're putting your attention on. That's how powerful you are. So what you want to do is redistribute or refocus your attention on what you do want. What stops you doing that? Thinking, distractions, manifestation videos, where you're even including this one, is as good, I hope, as this video is in helping you see what's happening. Please know that what is preferable is you feeling into already having the wish, and that's it. And then learning to carry that energy, that frequency out into the world. That's preferable to any video or any book. But hang around to the end if this video is interesting you, and then try it afterwards maybe if you want, or stop it now, it's up to you. But see your attention as something of high value, of high quality. And that attention, if focused in the right direction, is going to get you what you want. But currently, all of that beautiful attention is going into social media, it's going into sugar, junk food. Pornography is probably the worst. All of that energy not only leaking out your body physically, but energetically through your eyes and into the screen of the porn videos. That's killing your attention, it's killing your energy. So you want to see your goal as like the center point. I see it as like a circle, like a target in the middle, and that's where I'm going. Okay? Anything else that's not that is a leak of energy. Now, there's certain things that our energy needs to go into, like maintaining relationships, maintaining health. Things like that are very important, okay? But it's still taking our energy away from that, and that's okay, because we can't put 100% into that, or we can do if you want. I mean, you probably manifest it in a ridiculously quick amount of time, but there's other things that need our attention, you know. However, how much have you got around where you're going that's leaking, that's taking your energy? And so you're not focusing on having what it is you want. You're being taken away. You're being drawn away from that. In India, in the temples, on the outside of the temples, are statues, like stone models of women. Because if you're not able to get past the women, you're not ready to enter the temple. Now, that's not to say that women are going to take you away from your goal. They can actually help if you're with the right one. But if all of your energy is going into checking out women all the time, that's giving away your energy. If it's going into porn, that's giving away your energy. The unhealthy food is taking your energy. The scrolling, that's taking your energy. It's all taking your energy away from what you want. And so you're creating what you don't want, and you're creating not having that because your energy is not on that. It's on everything else. That's how powerful you are. Really helps to see that. Really does help. One of the finest qualities of masculine energy is this ability to have focused attention. But if you are taken away by everything around you, you're going to be lacking that. If you want to create something, you want to be able to put your attention on that. One of the best ways we can do that is through meditating, because in meditation we're putting our focus on one thing, which is the breath or down in our body, and we're maintaining that for as long as we can until thoughts take us away, and then we catch that, we come back down, and that starts developing that laser focus, that attention. That's the attention that's going to have you develop polarity with a woman if you're in a relationship, or if you want on a date, and you're able to sit across from her, look her in the eyes and maintain focus and be present with her. And that will allow her to feel seen by you, allow you to fully see who she is, and not be taken away by thoughts of wanting her to like you, or whether you're saying the right thing. This applies to sex as well. Is the masculine is stillness, it's presence, it's consciousness. Meditation will help you get there. Embodiment will help you get there. These are powerful tools. But really you want to look at how important your energy is and how important your attention is. And if you're focused on, if you're able to focus on something for long enough, you're going to be able to manifest it much quicker. Another benefit for having a strong focus, a strong attention, is your ability to put your attention on emotions that are uncomfortable long enough for you to actually heal it. But what happens with most people who lack attention is most of us know that in order to release emotion, we need to feel it, right? Just look at kids. We were all born feeling strong emotions, and it all was released through us in our ability to feel it and express it. But we lose that as adults. We pick up a lot of bad habits, and we pick up a lot of belief patterns that we can't handle certain emotions. Now, when it's time to step out into the world and start creating your future, emotions are going to come up. They will, because those emotions are the very things that have stopped you all this time. Now, if you've got a lack of attention, a lack of focus, when you get up and start stepping forward and it gets uncomfortable, you're not going to have a refined attention long enough to feel those emotions, to let them pass through you so you can carry on walking forward. You're going to not have the ability to focus on them, so you're going to lose your attention. You're going to go up into your head to avoid feeling them, or you're going to go into your phone or do whatever it is you're going to do to stop feeling those uncomfortable emotions. So that's a big take home from this video. Your attention can be focused on what you want long enough to manifest it, but it can also be focused on what's in the way, the uncomfortable emotions, long enough for them to be released. Energy in motion, emotion, emotion, energy in motion. We need to give our emotions motion, and we do that through feeling. And I'm not talking about just crying all the time. It's not really about that. A lot of men think that when you talk about releasing emotion, it's like crying. I mean, that's one way of doing it, but yawning is another way of releasing energy. Using our voice, like me speaking up on YouTube, and the way that I've done is releasing energy now. Things are starting to get more clear and come through me now. I'm able to release more. Speaking your truth, asserting boundaries. But also something you can do without the need to express is just become aware and focus your attention on emotion and just allow yourself to feel it. So if sadness is coming up, it doesn't mean you have to cry. I mean, if tears come up and you're in a space where you feel safe to cry, great, don't stop that. But it's also about just feeling sad and not going up into the head to avoid it or going into your phone. It's like, I'm going to feel sad, I'm going to feel angry, and whatever it is, it passes through us. There's a lot of evidence that this stuff's real. I mean, we don't even need to call it, I shouldn't even need to talk about the evidence. I mean, this is how we are all born doing this. When you look at the Latin word for emotion, it means to move out. Emotions weren't meant to be stored inside of us. The reason why you're not going after what you want is because of the uncomfortable emotions you're carrying from your past, and that's stopping you. So refine your focus, meditate. You can just put your focus on one thing. You can just look, I could look at a tree now and wait for the boredom to come up that's going to take me away from looking away, and just keep refining that. And every time you go to uncomfortable habits and chase short-term pleasures through dopamine, you're weakening that part. And this is a muscle that's really going to help you get what you want. It's going to help you develop more healthy relationships with women, but it's going to allow you to become more attractive because you become more embodied and more present. That's what women truly want from men. Most of them maybe don't know it because they may not have met a conscious man who's present, who can truly allow her to feel seen, who can feel her by being present. That's how women melt around men, is they want to feel like he can really see her and he's still, and he can maintain that presence in waves of her emotion. So the sexual polarity is developed between the masculine and the feminine. I mean, this is just one thing, is the polarity with women, but if that's not of interest in you, just look at how that ability to focus and put your attention on something is going to help in business. It's going to help you make a lot of money. And just think how many people are lacking focus these days. It's becoming a superpower. If you want help in this, I'll put a link in the description for my one-on-one coaching. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I really appreciate every one of you. I love you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video.